Step 8. The 8th step that needs to be completed is the timetable generation. Left-click on the timetable menu item. Left-click on the Generate button to create the timetable. The progress bar gives an indication of the processing percentage. When the timetable generation has been completed, the timetable screen is displayed. There are 5 different types of timetables that can be displayed. 1. School timetable. 2. Grades timetables. 3. Classes timetables. 4. Educators timetables. 5. Rooms timetables. Should the timeout for the generation process be reached before the generation process has been completed 100%, a timetable generation error is displayed. The last activity that the generator attempted to place before the generation action timed out is displayed. The user has one of 2 options. 1. Click on the Yes button to deactivate the last activity and restart the generation action. 2. Click on the No button to refresh the screen, which will now display the partially scheduled activities. For this example, the activity was deactivated. When displaying the timetable for Class 7C, the natural science activity is displayed in the activity list, but is marked as deactivated. All activities for Class 7C can be deactivated. This is done as follows. Right-click on any one of the activities in the subject activity list. A pop-up menu is displayed. Select the Deactivate All function menu item by left-clicking on it. The letter D is displayed to the right of all of the subject activities, indicating that all subjects are deactivated and will be excluded from the generation process. This function can be used to exclude a total grade from the generation process. Should the user want to activate all subjects for the specific grade, the Activate All function is used. To view a specific class's timetable, left-click on the Classes button. The timetable for Grade 7A is displayed. To view any of the other classes' timetable, left-click on the Grade List box. A list of the classes that were created making use of the Grades and Classes menu item is displayed. Select the class by left-clicking on a class in the list. For this example, Grade 7B is selected. To view a specific educator's timetable, left-click on the Educators button. The timetable for the first educator in the list is displayed, in this case Ms. C. Baker. To view any of the other educators' timetable, left-click on the Educator List box. A list of all educators that was created making use of the Educators menu item is displayed. Select the educator by left-clicking on the educator in the list. For this example, B. Elliot is selected. To view a specific room's timetable, left-click on the Rooms button. The timetable for the first room in the list is displayed, in this case Science Lab, Grade 7. To view any of the other rooms' timetable, left-click on the Rooms List box. A list of all of the rooms that were created making use of the Buildings and Rooms menu item is displayed. Should the timetable layout not be acceptable, the user can generate a new timetable by left-clicking on the Generate button for a second time. The user can lock periods before the timetable is regenerated. For this example, the double period for math is locked. Right-click on one of the math periods. A pop-up menu is displayed. Select the lock item by left-clicking on it. 2 locks are displayed, indicating that these periods are locked in this position. When the timetable is regenerated, these periods will not be moved. All subjects for a specific grade can be locked by making use of the Lock All function. This is done as follows. Right-click on any one of the placed periods. A pop-up menu is displayed. Select the Lock All function menu item by left-clicking on it. A lock will be displayed on each of the subjects, indicating that all periods are locked in the position. When the timetable is regenerated, all periods will remain in the locked positions. Should the user want to unlock all subjects for the specific grade, the Unlock All function is used. The timetable can be cleared. Left-click on the Clear button. All activities are cleared, except for activities that were locked. All activities that were removed from the timetable are now displayed in the Subject Activities list. Subject activities can be placed manually on the timetable. For this example, subjects for B, Elliot, are placed manually. Left-click on the Educators button. Select B, Elliot, from the Educator list by left-clicking on the name in the list. The subjects that were allocated to B. Elliot during the allocation process are available in the Subject Activity list. For this example, the double period for Economic and Management Sciences for Grade 7B is placed manually. Left-click on the subject activity in the list. The system gives an indication where this activity can be placed. Activities marked in green are options for placing the activity. That the positions where this activity cannot be placed are marked in red. When the mouse cursor is moved over the activity positions that are not available, the system gives an indication of why these positions are not available. The system indicates that the available time slot is too small. For this example, a double period needs to be placed. A double period cannot be placed in a single period's time slot. Left-click on a valid position in the timetable. When this is done, the subject is placed in this position. Take note that manual placed subjects are automatically locked. The timetable that is viewed can be printed from this page by left-clicking on the Print button. Should the user left-click on the Print button in the current view, the timetable for B. Elliot is printed. The X and Y axis of the timetable can be rotated by left-clicking on the Rotate button. Return to the home page by left-clicking on the home page icon. Step 9. The 9th step is the report generation. Reports are printed by left-clicking on the Reporting menu item. There are 3 reporting categories: 1. Setup reports, 2. Utilization reports, and 3. Timetable reports. The different report options for each of the 3 categories can be displayed by left-clicking on the Indicate to the left of the report category. Setup reports. This report option is used to create reports for the setup information that was entered for educators, classes, subjects, buildings and rooms. There are 5 different reports that can be printed. Utilization reports. This report option is used to create reports which reflect the utilizations of educators and rooms, as well as the percentages for subject allocations per educator and per grade. There are 6 different reports which can be printed. Timetable reports. This report option is used to create timetable reports for the general school setup, educators, rooms, classes, grades, etc. There are 8 different reports which can be printed. Return to the home page by left-clicking on the home page icon.